Alright, good morning. I say good morning because I went to sleep. We left off the last tutorial. We're doing GCC. I went to sleep and I see some errors down here, and I'm not going to tell you what happened actually when I woke up. Take a little side spin here, but I will say when I went to sleep I woke back up and I took this picture. This is horrifying. Okay, that's what I got. Let me make it full screen for you. This is a picture, so don't geek out. This is what I got when I woke back up. I had one error. Okay, not bad, whatever. But down here at the bottom, can you see that my everything changed? Okay, as you can see here, what happened was SSH logged me out. My computer went to sleep. SSH turned off, logged me out, so I lost connection with the LFS system in the middle of me installing. Not installing, but me doing a make K check. So it was terrifying for me. That happened quite often and a lot of times. And basically what I had to do was stop, and I erased glibc. Let me do that over this way. I erased glibc, or I deleted the glibc extracted folder, and I had to log back in. Now I'm not good at logging back in to a system that's half built. You know, you got all kind of environment variables and everything else like that, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work. This, not the whole system, but I'm not sure if what I'm about to do here is gonna work. So we'll try it. But hopefully you didn't have the same problems as I did. Alright, and the only reason why I had the problems is because, yeah, I went to sleep. Because, you know, I had a 15-hour build time. You can see here, let me put the uptime now. Uptime now is a day plus, you know. So, my computer slept and shut me off. I had to log back in. Okay. And you're not really supposed to be logging in and out while you're trying to build something. Especially at this stage. I could see if you were in a glibc, if glibc was complete or not even started yet, but we're in the middle of glibc. And you don't want to be logged out at all, ever, while you're building LFS unless it tells you to. And the reasons being is you set up environment variables and everything else like that, and once you log out you lose those environment variables, and you know there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you know depend on those. You don't want to lose them. Let's say grep A7 some according to the book. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Well, I know this is supposed to happen, but what I'm going to do next, hopefully it will work. Make install. If it stops, it stops. It's looking like it might be working. Holy crap. If I just pulled this off, this is great, because I can count for at least 10 installs where I had the same problem, high usage and everything else, and it shut off my SSH, and I had to start all over because I had no way to log back in. Now, that's great. That is great. We're on page 113. We just did a make install for glibc. Okay, after our 22 megabyte, or not, our 22 SBUs. Now I'm going to show you how to log back in case the same thing happens to you. Okay. This is the command I typed in. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Okay. You don't have to type this in, but if you're going through problems, this is one way to solve them, and I'm glad that I figured this out. Okay. As you can see here, there's a bunch of scatterbug because I was panicking because of my bad times I was having. Okay. So just follow me. Who am I? chatter and a lot of scatter going on. I might not be able to find a command. Well, I know I'm not going to be able to find a command. But I'll tell you where to go to find it. Okay, we're on page 113 right now. I'll tell you where I went. And like I said, if you haven't had any problems, you probably won't have to worry about this. But, you know, things occur in the middle of the night. Anytime you're away from your PC, something can happen. So, if it does happen, there is hope. And I wish somebody had told me I had hope. Because, you know, at least 10 times, like I said, this has happened. You know, you go to sleep because you are on a 15-hour mission here. And you wake back up and your computer's somewhere else. You know, it's not even logged in. And that's not great. Something, you know, anything can happen like that. It's not cool. Not cool. Give me a second here. I'm trying to find where I had to... Basically what you have to do is you have to ch root back in. But we change root 3 different times in the LFS install. And the first change root, I don't think you don't have to deal with that one. Okay? But I think it's the second change root that those commands got me out of a bind. Okay, so if you get into the same bind, take this advice. Okay? Take this advice. Don't type this in. Do not type this in. I'm going to show you certain things that I used to get me by here. Okay? And we got the install back on track. We didn't have to start from page 1. You know what I mean? We might have wasted at least 4 hours, but that's better than wasting 10. Okay? Do not, don't adjust, don't use this, but this is where, this is what I did. What you do is, if you go to page 94, okay, you'll see on page 94 it says entering, or chapter 6.4 at page 94 on a PDF. It says entering the ch root environment. I basically went back and used the ch root commands here. I pretty much changed root again. Okay, after I got booted out by my SSH because my computer went to sleep, I used the ch root again. Now this is on page 94. Like I said, don't enter nothing. You're not changing root again. But if you have a problem, if you've had a problem, this is what you do. Okay. Now, this is the funky part. I got booted out. I had to log back in, and I already had the environment variables in the bash profile was already set. Okay, from the previous time before my machine decided to take a crap. Okay, so this LFS environment variable is already set. Okay, but after I crapped out and I had to come back in, I didn't know where to reset it. Okay, so effectively I couldn't use the LFS environment variable. Okay, but I knew that the LFS environment variable meant mount LFS. Okay, if I would have just used the environment and variable $LFS, well, you know, there's nothing set for $LFS. You understand? So keep that in mind. For instance, if I say right now echo $LFS, I get a blank. And if you're setting everything equal to your mount LFS folder, and you don't have this variable set, you're going to mount to nothing. Okay, and everything you dump into it will not exist. Okay, because that variable is not created. So if you run into problems like I did, and I'm kind of glad they happen, because I can show you what to do. Because there's been, I kid you not, there's been at least 10 different installs that yeah, okay, your computer does go to sleep. No duh, you get a long SBU time, and you know, my SBU is 4 hours. I can go to sleep, especially if I've been up for, you know, 15 hours straight on this thing. Okay, and you can ensure when you wake up, you have a problem, you can bail yourself out of the problem. Okay, and we've had quite a few problems. I've had some unexpected problems during this install, and I'm glad I do, because I'm learning how to get back out of them, and I'm glad I can help somebody else get back out of them, because I tell you, they're torture. They're torture. Okay, remember your pathway. Remember, everything you type doesn't just mean you type it. You got to know where you're at, and this here will help you log back in. This first string. Okay, now there's 3 more strings after this, and I set all those correctly according to page 94. The rest of the chroot command, I did that. But on this first string, you have to remember that the LFS variable is no longer here. You logged out. Once you log out, you lose that environment. Okay, but the environment, the rest of the environment is saved in your bash profile that you created back on like page 17. Cool. Sorry to take that detour, but it was needed. I'm glad I took it. I'm glad the problems befelled me and I don't have to start over all the way. Now, beginning where we were before on page 113. Okay, we did a make k check, make install. Okay, make install should have went through fine. We did all that. Now we're going to say link symbolic. I say user bin. Got no tab completion, which is an issue to me here. Okay. We did a make install, right? Right. Okay. Great. Great. And we went on a little tangent there. But I'm going to say link symbolic. User bin cpp lib. Okay. That went through. Kind of on eggshells still, because we got to echo out this dummy test at the bottom here, and hopefully that'll work out. We're getting tab completion, which is a good thing. It means that what we're trying to get to is there, so that's propelling us forward. Doing okay. Now let's say echo main. And we're going to say into dummy.c. Right? Right. cc dummy.c. We're going to say wl, that's an L. Roll with me. Roll with the L. Verbose. And into dummy.log. Right? I think. Right. Super. Okay. Now we want to say readelf L a dot out. I'm gonna grep. Say lib. That was the moment of truth, guys. The moment of truth. If you fail to make install, and you got pieces missing, and that's not going to work. Okay, that little test we just did there is not going to work. And I know this because there's many times where I have failed make install, and I try to keep going, and sooner or later it breaks down. That's a number 1 dot in. Okay, right there. Remember the infamous one. This is the infamous one. Okay, dot in star all space dot star. We go dummy log, dummy dot log. Okay, take a minute, pause for calls, and take a look at it. And we got grep o user lib dot star. See our infamous one, the old infamous one. Dummy log, enter. Okay, great. That's looking good. We're on track, even though we had massive, what used to be massive failures For me, anyway. That was a catastrophe. That was a catastrophe. I'm glad I got around it. And if that happened to you, I hope you got around it. Lib. Dummy.log. Dummy.log. Said S. Space. Escape N. G. Alright, take a look at that again. Because, I'm not really warmed up yet. Because I failed and I came back through, and, you know, after I woke up I had 4 more hours trying to get back to glibc exactly where we left off, and hoping that it would work without turning everything completely around. So I'm very, very paranoid right now. Very paranoid. I'm gaining confidence. We're doing okay. We're doing super. Okay. Lib C. Use tab complete when you can to say, there we go, to see if even it exists, because you hate to type that out and, you know, a little bug right there. Awesome. A little bug might have happened. A little bug like your computer going to sleep and killing your SSH connection. That's a little bug. That's a little bug now, right? Give me a catastrophe before. It was a catastrophe before. That's a little problem now. We're Linux gurus. We're Linux geeks. You guys grow your beards long. I don't have a beard. I can't grow a beard. I don't know why. But grow your beards long. Even if you're women, somehow find a way to get a beard and grow it long. Because you earned it. You just saved your install. Cool. We're done glibc. We're done the mega test. The test suites, that was like the longest test suite. Alright. So now we're done glibc. We can get out of that. Okay? And we can delete our GCB. Yeah, blah, blah. GCC. Not glibc. GCC. Okay. We can get out of this. We're done this. Alright, so let's take and let's remove our folders that we extracted. We'll get ready to move on to Berkeley DB. That's awesome. I've had like at least 5 different unexpected failures during this. And it's cool, because I'm responding. Instead of restarting, I'm responding. And, you know, hopefully you don't have this many problems. But if you do, by golly, that stuff's not in the book. You kind of got to use your intuition about it. You got to use your monkey senses. Use them monkey senses. You'll be alright. Be alright. But we're going to continue on page 116. It's, yeah, we're running right along. Considering, you know, your build time's a lot shorter than mine. And that's what we'll do. Where are we? We're in the sources. We need to untar. Don't get confused by the Berkeley thing, okay? DB420 is the same, alright? I got confused by the Berkeley thing when I first started. I couldn't find Berkeley. Alright? This here is a 1.2 SPUs. So for me that's 12 minutes. So I'm going to stop and encode the video. Come back in 12 minutes. 12 minutes, I don't think my computer should go to sleep. But if it does, I could just CH root back in. Because we got this. Got this. The Linux gods are smiling on us. Well, smiling on me anyway. Because I said, you know what, Linux, I love you, Linux. And I want to show people, or at least help people too. Because you really helped me out, Linux. Because if not, I would have to buy all kind of programs. And I would be an idiot. Not saying Windows users are idiots, but they ain't typing in these commands. Compat 185. How many Windows from scratches installs you ever seen? Not many. Not many. If there was one though, I'd do it. I want to do a DOS one day. I want to do DOS. See what's going on with that. We got okay, dist configure. That looks good. Prefix equals user looks good. Enable compat 185 looks good. Enable cxx looks good. Looks awesome. Okay, I'm gonna configure that. I think we should. It'll stop pretty soon. 12 minutes in total, but it should configure pretty quickly. But it you see here too again, you see another on page 117, which is like one page after us, I think it is. See another chroot command, you know, so that's cool. But like I said, there's a few different chroot commands. Two different times you see chroot, and I'm pretty sure they're all different. You know, I mean, there's at least 3. You know, no, there's at least 4, and they're all different. So you gotta know which command to pick if your machine does decide to crap out on you. If Murphy's Law applies, which it applies to everything. If Murphy's Law, okay, which is what will go bad, what can go bad will go bad. If that happens to you, you can turn that around. And with that, I'm happy that this worked out. I'm gonna shut this off because I'm gonna spare you guys today. I'm not talking today. I'm not gonna tell you anything. No, I'm just kidding. But I won't talk as much. I don't want anybody to fall asleep. Fall asleep and have your computer crap out. See you on the next one.